Hello, welcome to your Sovereign Soul. My name is Sienna, and I'm one of the coaches here as well as an energy worker at yoursovereignsoul.com. All of our information is below. Today's topic is how do you become or how do you feel like a high value woman or man if you just came out of a very low value relationship where your self-esteem plummeted and you feel like basically crap. Like, how can you possibly be a high value person if sort of the dredges of society can treat you so horribly? How are you valuable? So I know high value woman being a high value man is kind of a coined word that people are talking about right now. It's kind of a hot word. And basically, for the sake of this communication, high value to me at this moment, without delving into everyone's different feelings of what that word means, is just that you feel that within yourself you are enough, that what you have to offer is an amazing thing, that who you are is a blessing on this planet, and that there is only one of you, and that you, moving forward, are going to accept people who treat you right. You will have boundaries and you will accept respectful and kind and good treatment from people. And you will also emulate that. You will be your word. You will be a good person. You will have integrity. You will have honor. You will have ethics. And you will have morals. And these are what makes a high value person to me. When you were with a narcissistic or toxic person, your value, even though generally speaking, your value is always there. It didn't go anywhere, but you lost sight of yourself when you were with these people. And so a lot of times when you leave these narcissistic relationships, you feel almost valueless to a point. Like, how could someone that you were, whether you were a boyfriend or a girlfriend or you were married to or you had children with, how can this person who has basically told you that they loved you and that you were their twin flame or their soulmate or their cosmic unit or whatever you want to call it, how can they do you so dirty unless you yourself were valueless, especially leaving you for what they would think is a greener pasture? And so it's a hard place to come out of because, speaking for myself, you feel very low on yourself and you're trying to find that back, your way back to yourself. And even though everyone's telling you like you're amazing, they were so lucky to be with you, and the reason that they chose you was because you had so much inherent value. And so they wanted to feed off of you and obviously to decimate you so that they can bring you down to where they are energetically. So when you leave them and you're trying to bring yourself back up, that is what I call the dark night of the soul, because you're going through this whole kind of purging as well as recalibration of yourself. Like I said, that was never gone, but it was just kind of buried under all this other just crap that this relationship sort of dredged up. And so how do you get back to being, or just realizing you have always been a high value person? How do you do that? It's about first taking that time for yourself. Take time for you. I've said it on my videos before. Take a certain amount of time before you jump back into a relationship, whatever that means to you. I had mentioned a year is a good amount of time. In some instances, it might be better to have a few years. In some, if it's a very short relationship, maybe only a couple months. But take some time for yourself. Cultivate yourself. I just read somewhere on Instagram, someone wrote that a woman coming out of a narcissistic relationship or toxic, and don't quote me because I don't exactly know what this was, I just saw it in passing, to really focus on finances, family, and fitness. So your body, your family, and your finances, and to really, really focus and cultivate for yourself. But I think they're missing one thing, and that is faith too. I think it should be 4 things: family, faith, fitness, finance. And I think you should take this time, if you're in it right now, and really focus on those 4 things and just become the greatest version of yourself. And by doing that, you're going to become more high value within yourself. Not that you don't already have an amazing inherent value and you already are not high value. But I think what this relationship hopefully did, as far as teaching you, is that you don't need to accept certain things in order to have companionship or to be loved. And so to become even more high value within yourself, not because of some person's definition of what high value means, but for yourself, is to take this time and to cultivate aspects of yourself. Like I said, those four F's would be great, and I would definitely suggest that. But anything else that you know, like, hey, I need to do that. For example, I love music, and I wanted to play the violin. I mean, I played it before, but I didn't continue with it, so I wasn't as accomplished as I wanted to be, especially when I was with my ex, because I didn't have the time. I didn't feel like I ever had the time because I was so devoted to that person. Whereas now I'm able to focus back on an aspect of myself and picking back up the violin and, honing it and learning it. And that is me becoming a higher value person for myself. And again, it's irrelevant, the definition for it. It is really the definition for you. But just because you were in a low treatment relationship that you yourself chose to be in, and I don't want to make you a victim ever. We all choose the path that we went on. No one forced me to be with this person. I chose to be with this person. I don't know why. There was many reasons why it happened, and I'm glad for a lot of the lessons. However, you are not stuck in this sort of like victimhood where you can't receive another relationship where you're valued for who you are. But I think it starts with yourself. So value yourself. Do those things for you that will cultivate yourself. If you want to delve deeper into more of your shadow work on yourself as to why you put up with this type of stuff, you can go into shadow work. You can do inner child work as far as is there something inside of you that needs to be paid attention to. There's a lot of paths you can go down, a lot of rabbit holes, and I think all these are fantastic on a basic surface level. Yes, finance, fitness, faith, family. Yes, deeper levels is get into the core and the nitty-gritty of who you are. Are you coming from a past that has kind of put you in this thought of yourself? If it is, work on that. Look at it. Just look at it. Open it up, and look at it and decide, do you want to carry that still with you at this stage of life? Or is it something that doesn't serve you anymore and you can let it go? And if you can let it go, then don't pick up something else. Just keep letting stuff go and letting it go until you no longer find yourself allowing people who are toxic into your life. And then you will become a high value person even more for yourself. And that is very possible even after a low value relationship, even better in some ways, because you are taking some time to really look at yourself and look at who you are and what you want to create going forward into your life. And I think that is a beautiful experience to be able to have, because sometimes you have to go through the dark night of the soul to see really the beauty and the light within yourself and know what you are. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to book a call with me or Idana, another coach at Your Sovereign Soul, our information is below. Please like this video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you.